everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Sharon, and this is a channel that is dedicated to all things related to narcissism. I've been married to a covert narcissist for almost 20 years. I'm separated from him now, and what I do with this channel is I use my real-life experiences to get information out there to people about what narcissism really is, what it looks like, what it does to you, and what it does to your family. If you haven't already, I'd ask you to please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on all things related to narcissism. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about empaths and narcissists. I'm going to be talking about how an educated empath truly has the ability to destroy a narcissist. Before I get into that, though, I want to talk about the difference between an empath and a narcissist. So empaths and narcissists are on opposite ends of the spectrum. So on one end, you have the empath. An empath is a kind, loving, generous person, somebody who really believes that the world is a good place, who believes that everybody has goodness in them, and who wants to make a real difference in the world. A narcissist, on the other hand, feels exactly the opposite. A narcissist believes that the world is a bad place, a place where they get hurt, where people will cause them pain, where people are out only for themselves. So a narcissist believes that if you don't go and get things for yourself, if you don't take what you can get, you are either stupid or a sucker. The thing, though, is that narcissists and empaths are drawn to each other. They're opposites, but they're drawn to each other because narcissists like to take and empaths like to give. An empath has the ability to feel what other people feel, to really understand who a person is deep on the inside. They don't look at the exterior. They go straight for the interior. And the truth about a narcissist, even though they have a very stony, cold exterior, inside, deep inside of themselves, is a hurt, lonely child. Somebody who was abused as a child, somebody who didn't get their emotional needs met. And as they grew up, they built walls around their heart. They don't want to go near there. They don't like looking at it. They're constantly running away from who they really are. They pretend to be somebody else. They're essentially actors. They have a fake persona. They actually have fake personas depending on who they're around. So they'll be different with you. They'll be different with other family members, with their kids, with people at work, with everybody. They have a different personality for everybody. They get up in the morning and they put on an outfit and a personality. They don't want to be in touch with who they really are. They're terrified of the real them. Now, an empath instinctively senses the real them, and an empath wants to help them. They want them to get in touch with this person. Of course, the narcissist doesn't want that, so the empath can't help themselves. They go in and they try to help. They reach right inside the narcissist and they try to touch their narcissist's heart. What an empath doesn't recognize is that around that heart is barbed wire. So every single time an empath tries to reach in and touch that heart to help that narcissist, they get hurt. And this will happen over and over in perpetuity. It will never end until an empath recognizes who the narcissist really is. It's a painful reality for an empath because an empath really believes in the goodness of people. They believe everybody has the power to change. Everybody has the power to be the best version of themselves. The truth about a narcissist, though, is a narcissist has thrown that person away. They do not want to be in touch with who they really are. They run from that person. They hide from that person. By the time you're with the narcissist, they have spent decades covering up that person, and it is their worst fear. They don't want to go near that. And an empath forces a narcissist to confront that, and that causes the narcissist to get very ugly, very cruel, and they can be incredibly abusive to an empath. It isn't until an empath wakes up and recognizes who this narcissist really is. And then when they do, things will change and the power will shift in the relationship. Because just like a narcissist puts on a fake personality, they have fake strength. They're not a strong person. They act like a strong person. They act like they're in charge, like they're this powerful person that can't be beat. The reality is the exact opposite. They are a scared little child. You, as the empath, really do have all the power. A narcissist has a reptilian brain. They just go by instinct, and their instinct is to cover up who they really are. So they don't have thoughts and emotions behind it. It's just instinct. They don't want to feel pain, and so they will do whatever they have to do. This is why it's not uncommon at all for a narcissist to be an alcoholic, to be a drug addict, because they're always hiding from who they really are. This is why they cheat on you, because they don't want to feel the reality. They don't want to feel who they are. Everything is on the external. The internal is their worst nightmare. They just go by instinct, just like a snake will just go by instinct. You know, if you get bit by a snake, it's not because the snake is thinking to itself, I'd really like to harm that person. They think that you're going to harm it. So maybe they think that you're going to step on it or you're going to hurt it in some way, and they don't think, they just lash out. Same thing if you think of a crocodilian, alligator, crocodile. They have any sensation near their mouth, they just clamp shut. They're not thinking. It's automatic. That's the same thing with a narcissist. They don't think. They hurt you. They're just doing it. They're not thinking. It's not conscious. If you are in a relationship with a narcissist, you are in a relationship with a parasite. So this is somebody that doesn't benefit you at all. You benefit the narcissist. They do not benefit you. I once asked my husband if he felt he owed me anything. I was really upset because throughout the relationship, I had given everything to this relationship. And I believed that as my husband, he owed me things. He owed me happiness. He owed me a good life. He owed me respect, love. I really felt this way. Not that I felt like he should just give me everything and I shouldn't give him anything in return. I really believe that in a relationship, you deserve what you are willing to give. I showered him with love, with forgiveness, with everything that I thought he wanted, everything he told me he wanted. I was a good wife to him. He, in return, gave me silent treatments, abuse, financial abuse. He was a very cold person. And I asked him one time if he felt he owed me anything, because I felt like as my husband, he should have said yes. Now, I learned a hard lesson from this. What he did, I was talking to him on the phone when I asked him this. So I asked him if he felt he owed me anything. And he said to me, I don't know how to answer that. And that just blew me away because I was thinking, well, the answer should obviously be yes. So he told me he did not answer that. So I said, all right, I don't know what to say to that. And then he laughed and he said, well, I don't know what you want me to say. And I said, well, I guess you said it then. I guess you don't feel you owe me anything. Of course, as a narcissist, he could not tell me something that other people would look down on. A narcissist really cares what other people think. Not so much you once they have you, but other people. So he wouldn't want other people to know that he doesn't feel he owes me anything. So he couldn't say that to me. So instead he said, I didn't say that. And I said, well, you're not saying that you do care. Well, I didn't say that. So I said, well, all right, you know what? I don't think that you do. Then silence, complete silence, because now he can't say anything. He doesn't know what to say. He has a reptilian brain. His instinct is to just deny it and to confuse me. If I press it, he doesn't know what to say. This is why you really have the power. So he said nothing. So I said, all right, well, that's pretty cold. Nothing. So then I said, well, all right, I'm going to hang up then because, I don't know what to say. I'm pretty hurt right now. Any husband who gave any care, concern, love, had any regard for my feelings would have stepped in and not let me hang up, would not have let me tell them that I was in pain, that this hurt. And he's not going to say one word. So instead, he just let me hang up. And in his mind then, of course, I hung up. He was still there. He wasn't going to hang up. I hung up on him. This is how they think. Once you can recognize this, you start to have a power shift in the relationship, because the truth is, if you are not a fake person, so you're not putting on a fake personality every day, you have real heart, you have real emotions, you have real love to give. You have the power in the relationship, because the world is not full of evil, cruel, sadistic people. The narcissist thinks that it is, so they go out into the world 100% self-focused. Somebody that goes into the world 100% self-focused is not going to have any quality of life, is not going to have any satisfaction in their life. It is the people that give, who are willing to risk being hurt, who want to make the world a better place, who have all the benefits in the world. So if you're with a narcissist, you're in a parasitic relationship and you don't get any benefit being with them. They get all the benefit, 100% of it. They're the parasite. They're taking from you. You're getting nothing and you're missing out. Life can be short. Everybody hopes that their narcissist will change. I was like that for so long. Even now, or today, there's no chance that I'm going to get back together with my husband, but even so, I would still like him to get it. I would still like him to see, because he has put our children through so much pain. It's just natural that you want this person to recognize it, to validate you. But part of understanding that you have the power in the relationship is understanding that they are never going to be there. So if you hang on to a relationship that you are getting nothing out of, and I'm not trying to say you should be selfish and you're trying to get things, but what I am saying is that if you're in a relationship with somebody, you should get back what you give in. What type of relationship is that? Think about, like, if you went to the bank, you wouldn't just give the bank the money and never take it back out. That would be ridiculous. So you're doing that with a narcissist. You're giving, you're getting zero back. So you wouldn't put $1,000 in your bank account and then try to take it out and so you have a zero balance and be okay with it. That's what happens with the narcissist. There's nothing they can give back to you. So if you are in a relationship like this, once you recognize it, you have the power. All they can do is take and try to have you believe their false narrative, believe their lies. You could be in a relationship where somebody gives back to you, where you have happiness, where you have respect, when somebody cares about you. Think about the difference that would be in your relationship. I'm in a relationship, you're in a relationship where somebody doesn't care about you. My husband let me hang up knowing that he didn't feel he owed me one thing, but then I'm supposed to be in a relationship with somebody like this and have any level of satisfaction? If you could turn your love that you want to lavish on the narcissist onto yourself, onto somebody who deserves it, your life would change. The first step is recognizing that you have the power in the relationship, that as the empath, you have something that is worth something in this world. The narcissist doesn't have anything. They're valueless. You have something that's worth something. You could make a real difference in the world. You could be in a real relationship. You could be happy. When you're with a narcissist, all they do is take. They're draining you. So if we go back to the bank, they're draining your account constantly. You're always at a zero balance or at a negative balance. You're always trying to catch up. You're always trying to live your life. You're always trying to find happiness. It's always going to elude you if you are with a narcissist. An empath has power. You have the ability to really love. You can give love and you can receive love. That is your ticket to happiness in this world. You have to take the first step, recognize that, and start moving forward. Start doing things that benefit you. The narcissist, they're just always going to be that reptile. They're always going to be a snake in the grass waiting to just launch at somebody who they think is going to hurt them. They're always on defense. That is not a life for anybody. Life is short. It goes by so fast. Please don't waste your time praying that a narcissist is going to change. The reality is that only you can change yourself. You can't change anybody else who isn't willing to change. And a narcissist is just not willing to change. They don't want to confront who they really are. And for anybody to change, anybody, you have to be able to confront the reality of who you are. I hope this video has helped. Appreciate you watching, truly. Thank you so much. Hope it helped. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share the video. If all goes well, I will see you on Monday, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thank you.